order. Today is September 14th, 2022. 5 o'clock, we'll call the meeting to order. We're going to ask Chief Jones to lead us in our invocation, please.
Pray, Father, we thank you today. We thank you for everything that's transpired in our life. We ask you to forgive us our sins, omission, commission, our Lord. We ask you that you would lead in this council meeting tonight. Guide our steps, guide our tongue, that whatever we do be pleasing in your sight, beneficial to the city that is there and the citizens there. In your son Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chief Jones. Council members, you had an opportunity to look at your meeting minutes. Are there any questions about the meeting minutes as presented? There are no questions about the meeting minutes as presented. I entertain a motion to approve the meeting minutes as presented.
I so move.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the meeting minutes as presented. All those in favor, please let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's in the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. The motion carries. Item number 1 on the unfinished business, we have renaming the streets, the city ordinance. We haven't had an opportunity to discuss it, anything outside of what we've already done. So I would ask that we table it until we have an opportunity to discuss the concerns that may be brought forth. Been moved and seconded, thank you. Moved and seconded by Councilwoman Gillum, moved by Councilman Thomas to postpone the renaming of the streets. But that doesn't need a vote, so we're good. I don't have a motion in a second. Item number 1, the parade permit under new business for Adelsville High School. We got a parade permit from the high school. Chief Jones, do you have any concerns about the route or anything that was presented to you?
Not just yet, because we won't go around until we get a full count.
All right. Council members, do you have any questions about the parade?
It makes it the same as usual.
We won't know until they get the number of people who are going to be in the parade. That'll depend on the route. So it'll be a short route or a long route.
So do we need to make a vote or anything tonight on it?
Yes.
You don't know?
Yes, we need to go ahead and approve the permit. They won't know until the
But it's okay with you.
deadline. Yes,
Because you got a month.
yes.
I make a motion to approve the parade permit.
Been moved and second. All those in favor, please let it be known by saying aye. Any opposed? And the chair, the ayes have it. Item number 2 is a special event request. We have a special event request from W&W LLC by Ms. Woodford. There any the special event license is required to come before the council to be approved in the event before the event is happening. So are there any questions about the special event license?
Yeah. I thought it was made before the zone.
So special event license come before the council according to the ordinance.
They haven't let the national guard, right?
Correct.
No, because it's an event, or just different how you
Just like when the Wildlife Turkey Foundation came before us and they want to have alcoholic beverages at the event, they had to come have a special event license. When they had the event here at the city hall.
Right.
Before they have any alcohol at any event, they have to come to the city hall or go through the ABC board, request the permit. Then the permit, once requested, gets approved by the ABC board. It gets signed off on by the chief. But we can't. They won't sign off on it until we allow the event to happen. So we have to approve the event first, then it can go forth.
Yeah,
But we can't send forth and then get approval backwards. So that's the reason why she has to come before, or she has to make the presentation and request to the council. And after that, that will be the paperwork that comes forth. Just like we did with the National Wildlife Turkey Foundation.
Gotcha, I'm just going on all the see, Thursday, what, like, 11 days in advance.
No, there's no requirement for advance notice. The National Wildlife Turkey Foundation, they did it like a week or two in advance.
Right.
They didn't know if they were gonna do their location or the location, so I think it.
Okay. Okay.
Need a motion?
Yes.
I make a motion. I make a motion to accept holiday special event.
It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor, let me know by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Independent chair, the ayes have it. Item number 3, Constitution Week resolution. Constitution Week resolution. Last year we did the same resolution, and this is just to recognize the Constitution as saw fit by the United States of America. So, is there a motion to approve the Constitution Week resolution in packets? I won't read it unless y'all want to hear it. Does anybody want to hear it? Nope. Okay. All right. I'll entertain a motion to approve it.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the Constitution Week proclamation. All those in favor, please let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Independent chair, the ayes have it, and the motion carries. Item number 4, adjusting municipal business license issuance fee from $12 to $14. As you see in your package, there's a new fee that is required by the Alabama Department of Revenue, a 5-year adjustment to municipal business license issuance fee. This is a fee that is $12 currently, and it's gonna go up to $14 in 2023. Historically, we just passed that cost on to the businesses, and they'll pay the difference of the $2. Is there any questions about?
That's the minimum, or do it have to be 14?
It can be. It can't be any more than that. It can only be the amount. That's it. Yes.
And it takes effect next year.
January 1st, 2023. It's in effect all the states in the United States, well, all the state of Alabama, all the counties in the state of Alabama. Is there any discussion? Any other discussion? All right, all those in favor of adjusting the municipal business license issuance fee in accordance with the Alabama Department of Revenue from $12 to $14, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it, and the motion carries. Item number 5, 2022, 2023 holidays. Councilman, we had an opportunity to get those in your package. We will not take any action on these items today. We will wait until we have our work session to discuss these items, and then we'll come back to those. Same with item number 6, which is the 2022 or 2023 budget. We haven't had a work session to discuss, and it needs to sit on the agenda for a meeting. So we won't take any action on this item until before the next council meeting, which is the 4th Wednesday in this month. Typically what we do is October 1, but we have room to move outside of that, just like we did last year. So we got a month to work with, get to. Yeah, we got some time. If we don't, we still got time. Item number 7, airport resolution. Councilman, you have the opportunity to look at your airport resolution. This resolution is required if we want to get any federal funds for the airport. It's just like the Department of Transportation memo from Rebuild, Alabama, which requires you to have a resolution. So this is the same thing. It's just saying that we will abide by those guidelines that are given. It's a standard thing. We do it every year. So if you want to hear it, I can read it. But if you don't want to hear it, you know.
Thank you for that information.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor of approving the airport resolution as presented, please let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? In the chair, ayes have it. Item number, accounts payable is next. So we have on the report. Are there any questions about the accounts payable? All right, being that there are none in it, all those in favor of approving the bills as presented to you today, please let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. Motion carries. First report we have is our police report, fire report. Let's start with fire report.
Yeah, on fire, September, residential fire here in Tree Line, no one was injured. I want to kudos to the police department and a key worker, Amos Unruh and Kenny Bird for helping me out and tying that house fire until the rest of my guys got there to actually save the other department fire. We had a vehicle accident, most of you know, 18 wheeler versus car. No one was injured in that. Thank God. From the police side, I do want to remind people, hey, please lock your car doors, lock your house doors. We're having a string of car burglars come up again. Just please do so. Please, ma'am, please, sir, please lock your car doors. If you see anything suspicious, do not wait until the next day to contact the police department. Contact the police department that night so we can start investigating that night. Don't wait too late. The later you wait, the slim my chances of trying to catch people doing what they're doing. And just keep in mind, if you see something, please say something. That's all I have.
Question. How are you doing? Two questions. How are you doing for members? And the next question is part two of the question. Are you holding on pretty good for us catching, responding, and serving the community? What you have?
As members, I mean, nobody's joining. Like I said, I got guys that live outside of the city limits. So that's the house I had to take in consideration of them. First you gotta get the call, and then you gotta get to the station, and then get in a vehicle, and then go. As far as me, I live in the city limits, so it's not a house on me. I can just get in my vehicle and go where I need to go and start doing what I need to do until those guys get there. So yes, I'm still looking for members. Anybody that wants to join, I'm taking them. Yes, sir.
I got two houses, old house, plus man on Woody.
We'll talk about that after this.
All right. Police and fire chamber. The report from the chamber. Of course, everyone knows that we're having a Corvette show October the 8th. That's a Saturday after homecoming. We will have vendors there. We'll have food there. So we'll look forward to that event. The chamber is the host person for that event. So if you have any questions, you can call the City Hall. We'll transfer you to Miss Jody Jody Moore. She's the contact person for that event. The city will be assisting, of course, but that is primarily their event. We want people to participate. On the museum report, please volunteer. Okay, all right. If you want to volunteer, what's the best show?
It's at 9 a.m. and then show started at 10 to 2.
Right. This year we from 10 2 instead of 12, 5, to try to capture the largest audience that came, because that was the largest audience time frame. 10. Museum report, I don't have anything from the museum to report. I am looking to see if someone would like to serve on that board. So if you're interested in serving on the museum board, please let me know. We do have a position that will be available for that board. So get those names to me, and then we'll go from there. At this time, are there any public comments?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
How's everybody doing? First of all, I'd like to say here, I would like to say that you are doing an awesome job in the city. However, there are a few issues that needs to be addressed that when you say, if you see something, say something. Right here at City Hall should look like a palace to me, because it's the biggest thing here is the government building. The front is eloquent, the back is ghetto. I say that because I'm out here walking every day. I have asked for over 6 months just for the trash can to be emptied in the fitness area. Right before you get to the area where they have the fruit and vegetables, I've been waiting for that trash can to be emptied for over 2 months. And so I don't usually carry my water, but many people do. So if anyone in here get up and walk around the back, you got bottles, you got cups on the bench that's been there over a month. Are we going to get an upgrade for the trail?
Anything is possible.
All right, I thought I would ask.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the next thing I had on here? Franconia Street again. I'm going to keep pushing and pushing until there's a change on the most busiest street besides the one going into Carrollton, and the most ghetto street in the city. They always come by, they only do right there by the stop sign, but they never clean the streets. It's never done. So you want to pay me $50 an hour, I'll do it. Thank you.
Thank you, Al. I appreciate those concerns being brought forward. So I'm gonna do some of it, but we'll
Make them correct, and I appreciate you coming. As always, how's your business going? We would love for you to come back. Any other comments?
First of all, I'm saying good evening, everyone. Good evening. My name is Kyle. I'm with the Third Communications Consultant for Tri-Stats LLC. Good evening to the mayor as well as the council members. Pleasure to be here this evening. Just wanted to first say good evening. I think it's our first city council meeting, being able to join you all since joining a relationship with you all. And so just excited to be here to be able to work with you. Just a little bit about what Tri-Stats does. We are a business development strategy and marketing organization that works with municipalities, cities, governments, towns, agencies, and government nonprofits. We work with about a little bit of 35 across the Black Belt, and just excited to have Alice be a part of the family. And so right now we are, just to kind of give you guys a public update, we are in the process of working on the assessment, and also working with just seeing some things of how we can develop and work with you to improve a lot of things within the city. And so, of course, I also want to be here if you have any questions for me, just to take back from Mr. Scott as well.
And this is a reminder to the council. Tri-Stats is the group that we got on to help us with grants, with marketing, as we said before, with our COVID-19.
The American Rescue Plan funds as well, and also where we would love to also work with the incoming infrastructure funds that's also coming down as well, as we're doing with others. The reason why we felt that is important, because we saw how the federal government was shoveling out all of these resources to these small towns. I'm a Black belt for myself. I'm from South Alabama, so I understand. So you throw out all of this money with no sort of oversight, but yet we're all held accountable for it. And so it's very important that we not just our own communities, but the communities around us, just to ensure that we're being set up for success even after this money runs out. So, yes, sir.
Are you gonna, you just here today, you gonna leave, this evening, while you gonna be back, I have a couple of meetings with people here.
Well, I don't live in Allenville, so I would probably go back.
I'm saying, you gonna,
Well, yes, sir, absolutely. Essentially what, this is just, of course, me coming into the public as well, but I think Mayor Wyndham can attest, we have a meeting with him on a regular, and of course, in the event that we need to come to some work session meetings, that we need to essentially have, personal meetings as far as with any of you all as well, and even with some of your department heads as well, just to kind of look into some needs, things of that nature, that's usually how that starts. So right now, we're just in the assessment mode, the gathering of information.
Right.
And then just trying to see as far as where we can go to set in the third. And of course, I do have my cards because I'm planning, I would love to leave each and every one of you my personal card to give you my name, my number, my information. I'm the communications person, so I'm the social media guru. I'm the communications person, all of this stuff. And so if you just call me, just don't call me after 8 or 9. I like to go to sleep.
right.
But listen, anytime my phone is always open. But yes, this is literally probably the first several times you'll probably see if you acting like you're sick of us after a while. No problem. Anybody else?
So, since you've been hired on, and your communications between the mayor, what have you seen that, is possible to, to progress forward, as far as grants in the area? I mean, without being too broad.
Well, no. That's a great question. So we are, like I said, with us still in the assessment period, we're still just trying to figure out as far as, what are some of the needs that we believe. However, one of the things that I know for a fact, and this is just from my personal experience of growing up in the Black Belt, is that we are a prime hub for economic development and resources, and also our history as well too. And so that's some of the things that we definitely want to maybe tap into just to see as far as what Aliceville is able to do. And so we'll have, like I said, we'll have more information once, of course, we come out of the assessment. And all of the information that we share with Mayor Wyndham, we'll also make sure to share with all of you as well, so just to keep everybody in a full spirit of transparency. You're welcome. Anybody else? Listen, thank y'all for your time, and I'm sure to give you guys my cards after we adjourn the meeting. Go ahead.
Mayor?
Hey, everybody. Good evening. I want to what's your name, sir?
Collins Photo with the third.
Okay, I'm Dear Rice.
Pleasure to meet you.
Meet you too. Okay, I've been trying to get some water to Jackson, Mississippi, because of the water situation down there. Is that going to include, like, when we have these situations going around too, for grants for that, purposes like that?
It'll be as far as however way the council and the mayor will decide they want to sort of utilize those resources. So that question would actually be directed to them.
Okay, to the council, I put it on Facebook that we need to help our neighboring state because they're in need of water. And so I've been trying to see how to go about doing it. I thought about getting a U-Haul, but I need the water put in the U-Haul. And so I asked, several people that said they would do it. So I need some help on that, push forward.
So as far as water at Jackson, Jackson is doing a lot better than they were before. They receive natural resources, they receive water, they receive a lot of stuff. So that's the reason why I was reaching out to my contacts in Jackson, because I spoke with some individuals and they got back with me. Some of them were still waiting. But for them, and I'm not saying that they're all good. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is I want to make sure we get the right resources to them. So whether it's water or whether it's toilet tissue or whatever it is, I want to get the right stuff to them. However, if people want to donate water, we can, as just as we did for our sister city in Reform, we'll be willing to be a collection site and people can bring the water here to the city hall. We drop it off and then once you coordinate how the transportation can get there, that we have no issue with that at all. Because we believe in helping people, like we help Reform when they had their water issue. We sent truckloads of water to Reform. So we're always willing to help. I just want to make sure we get them the right resources, and I don't want to send them some over there that they having to stack water up that they don't need. So I just want to make sure that we do what we can and get them what they actually need. So whether that may be financial resources, that may be something else that we can give on the to give more detail on a detailed list. They were actually needing some engineers for water consumption. So sending some of our water and sewer staff down to maybe help them. They were asking for engineers. They were asking for workers. They were asking for things like that, personnel, to try to get them get over the hump to where their water treatment system is working correctly and get it back on path.
Before I came here, I listened to the news and from Jackson, and they still in need of the water.
Okay.
They got like this one start loading up now to take some down there, and they got other people down there to help, like engineers, stuff like that.
Right.
So they still need it.
So hey, so we'll be welcome to be here as a hub. That's not a problem at all. And I told some people that already kind of they can come and collect. But like I said, I just want to make sure we get them the right resources and get them what they need. So
Okay, like some already said they're gonna donate water.
they can break it
Okay, from what time to what time?
from 8 to 4.
All right.
8 to 5. Right.
Okay.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have added to that. In Brooksville, we all had a truckload to go down last week. And not only are they in need of water, they are also in need of soap.
Right.
And then my church in Georgia took a semi-load down, and that's what he told the ministers what they need is water and soap.
And if some of you know, like, that information that you just gave, if you know this, then you kind of can be a middleman to let him know what's needed, and, if you have that information, so that would be good. Keep communication flowing.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay, thank you all.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I got something. Hey, y'all. I'm Jess. I would like to present something like creative or something happening in Ellisville. I'm an artist. I'm from Detroit. I do murals and graphics and stuff like that, and summer programs up there. So down here, I would like to see like more creative stuff happening in regards to that: art, dance, music, gardening, something with the young people and the teenagers. That's usually what I work with in Detroit. So I would like to bring help start and bring that here.
Yes. Things are working. That's good. I would like to actually do a mural. They had a state thing where they were drawing murals across small towns in Alabama. Not sure if you've been in Utah.
Yeah, I've been in
They have a large mural in Utah and some other areas in the Black Belt. So that would be really good. And some local businesses may be willing to put the mural on their building in some prominent areas. So that's going to be exciting. So anything you can do to facilitate that. Make sure before you leave, if you don't mind, get me your contact information so that way we can reach out. But I got a feeling you know how to get in contact with you. All right. I'll start with Councilwoman Bob.
Just got a question about, and I know we had a meeting with the paving.
Yes.
17th Street. So how did that meeting go? I know it's been raining like crazy. And also, another thing I this week passed by what we call it is nursing home trailer park. And I'm about ready to go and sit down and talk to the owner myself. It has a pile of rocks out there that has been out there since, well, it's asphalt really, that they took up out of the street and has places that have been there since they did the paving in the other areas. And I talked to Mickey Walker. Mickey Walker was supposed to come in and remove it, but Mickey Walker said that, it's nothing he can do with it. It's, nothing you want to put down. So maybe, I'm going to get in touch with him or something. I don't know. We was supposed to be wrote a letter to him. So I don't know if he's not going to clean it up or make it look better. Maybe he needs to put a fence, a fence down the road, where, because you got nursing home, you got people coming in that's looking at the nursing home, that's looking across the street with that looking across the street, you know, at the trailer park, and it's a eyesore. I mean, so, you know, and it's been like that and this is something that we inherited, but we gotta put our foot down and do what we gotta do.
I'm gonna address the road, with everybody, because I know that everybody on the hot spot. As far as the 17th Street, Mr. Russell, the attorney, he's going on the legal side. It's very slow to get people to move. It's, but I don't want to do it in the wrong way, and then we wind up getting it bit in the hips. So I've always wanted to reach out to Mr. Butch. I think is Jones. Is that right? Butch Jones is the one who owns it. And we called him out before, and it ain't really came to it. And that's why dealing with him, he's not been willing to come and actually. We dealt with that gentleman, but he's not the do all end all person. One of the best things that probably happened is if he coordinated with the group SD Bond, they came and talked about paying, that would be the perfect situation. However, it's probably not gonna happen. So that's why I want to take the legal course on it and pursue it that way through fines, through
But have you been fine?
That's what we're working through the legal process. So we first put on notice, and then there's a process that has to go about, because there are a number of things after I did some research and found that there's some things that he was out of violation. I don't know if you guys got a copy of the letter that we sent out, but I think we put it in the package to show you that's what we sent out to him. And so we're just progressing on the legal side. Those people have failed to, nobody has been successful in it. So everybody who come and ask, nobody follows up, nobody says they want to come through.
So you need to kind of say it again.
Yeah.
If you want to buy 2 trailer parks in Adamsville, get in touch with City Hall.
That's what we got with that. And I'll address the 17th Street issue.
The 17th Street was my issue. I'm calling everybody. The only thing part is mine. That's all. Also, and by driving the school bus, the safe house. And I was reported to the superintendent. What I mean by that is it's hard to go in the trailer park, and that's all without the kid in the head to the one. Because the bus don't fall one side. They saying y'all don't throw it away. Down here, and this one here, and this my area, so I do go down there. We say y'all don't care about us. As cold as I get, so I know how you feel. Like the same coat, everybody. So I want to ask you, if they in a way that in the safe to have the kids, bus goes in there, and you kids out and come back, that the board education could help pursue this problem with that road.
That's a fantastic option. We can try it. I'll write down our email check. We can't get involved with personal roads, because once we do one personal road, then you have to do everybody personal road. So we want to make sure I'm trying to be careful with that. So that's the reason why we haven't moved on. I don't think that we could drop some stuff down and keep it moving. And if you want to pay us to do it, then we can do pay for service. That may be something that we can work with the board on to see if they're willing to pay us, or if the owner pay us. But we haven't forgot my drive city just everything. I go to the park and I take that little dip, and I drive my truck when I drive it, because I already know how that dip is. But that's kind of where we are with that, and I'm gonna be I don't want to say too much more on it, because then things might whatever. But that's where we are. But to answer your question, I emailed Mr. Chapman nicely.
The people march from my concern.
Yeah, that's fine. And
they listen. Yeah, they listen.
It's frustrating. I mean,
it's frustrating.
It's been frustrating for a long time. But like I said, hopefully we're gonna get some traction. And if you want to assist with it, sit down with it. I know Ms. Ball and I sat down. We met this guy a few times on the outside, but once we set up the meeting with the new guy or with the owner and we can sit down. So that's just kind of where we are. Dealing with middlemen, you know, it hadn't been.
You have one thing, job from side of the business. Columbus. First for you get
Not that, and on your note, I know we have to come through and sign on, but I'm glad it's working. But it's almost like you have to come to the meeting and say something before it happens, which is very frustrating. I went to Franconia the day after you came to that last meeting. Where's the tractor? On Franconia, where has it not been all summer on Franconia? And the same thing, every single time I've asked you about Seminary District 5, it happens the day after, but it hasn't happened that month before. I know they've got a lot to do, but it has been a very frustrating thing to constantly get calls and discuss about anywhere I go to town. It's brought up.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Again, my name is Terrence Winter. I'm the mayor of Allisville. I'm not the god of Allisville. We have a council who's up here. It's the citizens' responsibility to talk to the council members. When the council members go and talk to them, they report it back to me, and then I try to get those issues resolved. So I don't have 1,000 people to be 1,000 places. So you guys are my eyes and ears. And when you do see something, you tell me, and then I try to resolve it and try to fix it. So I say that to say it's not the fact that anything has been neglected, but when things are brought to the forefront, I try to go ahead and correct them, and then that way we move on from that problem on to the next problem, because there's always problems that go on. So just to be clear, it's not the fact that once people bring it up and say it that I have an issue with that somebody's hiding or working or whatever the case is. The things that once they bring to the forefront, that's when I know about it, and I'm not gonna sit on something and not do it. So just like the trash you said, I'm gonna go out the other day or tomorrow and look at the trash and tell them to get it straight. All right. So that's our responsibility as citizens to report to our people. It's my responsibility to make sure it's handled. And when you guys bring it to me, I'm gonna make sure that it gets taken care of to the best of my ability. If I can't do it, then I'm gonna sit down, we're gonna knock heads together, and we're gonna figure out a way to make that. So I don't mind when people come and tell me, so that's part of what I signed up for. So, I appreciate you guys bringing it to me. That's what you guys are supposed to do as council members, because I can't do it all by myself. And I don't portray to do it, and it's only by grace of God that we've been able to do what we've been doing. And I say that to everybody when they say that it's not Terrence, it's all God. So I'm sorry that sometimes it may feel like that, but at the end of the day, it's just sometimes it don't come to notice until you tell them. And then when you tell them,
I know, but I brought a schedule up several times. Now that we have the sidearm fixed, it'd be great if, like, say, we've discussed this several times. Every other Monday, they're on Franconia. Every other Tuesday, they're.
it won't work like that. So again, I
have
have
some sort of situation like that to where it's not knee high anywhere in town.
we haven't had a sidearm for 2 years.
But we've had it for a month now.
Okay, we haven't had a sidearm for 2 years. If you look at what Boo did last week, Mr. Lewis, if you look at what he did, it takes time to do that type of work. Just like today, he was on 14, just a stretch between wherever that place was, 4 and the school. He didn't get up all the way to the school. But in order to do that, it takes time to move. The traffic don't go 50 miles an hour. So all I'm saying is, it's gonna take time to get around. We're gonna be working into the fall because there are places all over the city where we haven't been cut for 2 seasons with sound. So we're gonna get there. We have a plan to get there. It just takes time. When people bring it up, we'll go ahead and go. So that way we can quiet those people and go back to our normal schedule too. So you know what I'm saying, to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Because like Franconia, when you call, we did what we were supposed to do. We got that part taken care of. We got some more work to do. But we want to make sure that the citizens are happy to the best of our ability. But again, it takes time. I got a handle on the day-to-day thing. If it's something that comes out of the ordinary, y'all want to bring it up to, that's fine. It's my job to do it. I do it, and we'll move on.
So is there someone else we can report to as opposed to coming to here and talking about it?
You can come to the council meeting if you want to, that's fine. Or or you talk to your council member, or you come to me, I'm open to it all. So, you know, we're very, I think everybody up here is very receptive. I know whenever people tell them stuff, they very receptive about what it is they're gonna bring it for. Or let me know, give me an opportunity to fix it, and if I don't fix it, then they'll bring it up, and we'll go from there. But, you know, we all want to see how it's going to move forward. I'm just getting everything up, man. Just keep on live, man. Keep on live.
Hey, I just want to speak back on the side on, we do remind them that tractor that we're talking about do have a regen system on it, so that tractor has to cool down in order to start back to it. So that's why it's taking a long time, because he's cutting a lot, and then it has to cool down for him to start back. So I mean, it may look like he's not doing it, but he is. He's going to get it up, but it takes time.
The 17th Street on September the 9th, we had to be here at the City Hall with SD Bund. It was an organizational meeting at 10 o'clock to go over what we need to do with the road. We signed off on our portion. SD Bund is sent off to sign off on theirs. We're looking at somewhere between now and the end of this month to get started on the project. It's slated to take 30 days. Probably won't take the full 30 days when they come in and do it. But that will cover from Highway 14 all the way to 3rd Avenue. As soon as they get started, you may see it before they come in. You know, sometimes they may just bring their equipment in and start. But anytime from now, there's a special G treatment that they have to do, and it has to be done in this season. So SD Bund knows the deadlines that we're working with, and they are familiar with everything. So I know that they're going to work with our engineer and make that happen. But as far as on our side, you know, and what we have to do, we signed off on it. West Alabama Regional Commission's done their part, and it's just waiting on SD Bund to come in and do the work. On September the 19th, we are part of ACE, Alabama Communities of Excellence. They'll be merging that into the League of Municipalities on September 19th at 10 o'clock, 10:30. So I think I'm gonna try to attend that event in Montgomery. If there's anybody who wants to ride with me down there, then feel free. We're probably not gonna be recognized because we're still in the process of going through it. But that's why we haven't heard anything, because they're merging Alabama Community Excellence into the Alabama League of Municipalities. So, with that being said, I don't have anything else, and I appreciate everybody for coming out here. Last week we had a business meeting with our local businesses. We had about 35 people that showed up. I thank Councilwoman Bennett for being able to come, Councilman Wilder, Councilman Ball, and I know Councilman Lewis was at his business working, and Mr. Thomas Councilman Thomas Wilkins was working as well. He couldn't attend, but we had a number of businesses that came in. It's something that we're going to do quarterly, and we're going to reach out to all of our businesses and try to invite them back in to help find ways to help them to grow. So that's the only goal of that meeting. And I think that it started out pretty successful, and I anticipate it growing from there. And I want to thank everybody for participating. That being said, I entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting. So moved. There's a motion in a second. All those in favor, please let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any ayes have it.